Good morning, everyone. So now in this lecture, we are going to discuss about the environmental issues. That is next issues. So next part is the pollution. So now in this lecture, we are going to discuss about the air pollution. Okay. So what is air pollution, or what we can as a air pollution? What so definition of air pollution? It can be defined as the introduction of excessive quantities of substances, gases, particles, or biological molecules into the Earth atmosphere. So it is called as air pollution. Now, which are the types of air pollution? Air pollutants. Which are the elements which are responsible for the air pollution? So these are the main or gases which are responsible for the air pollution. That is carbon dioxide, sulfur oxide, nitrogen oxide, carbon monoxide, etc. So now one by one we'll see how these components are responsible for the air pollution. So first is carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide, as we all know that carbon dioxide is harmful to us. That means in so as we know, carbon dioxide is essential for the plants as they absorb the carbon dioxide, but it is harmful to the environment in the sense that it is a greenhouse gas, and thus it is contributing to the global warming. The next one is sulfur oxide. So sulfur oxide, especially this sulfur dioxide, is produced in various industrial processes like in combustion of coal and petroleum, as well as in nature through volcanoes. So as it is responsible for the air pollution. Then nitrogen oxide. So nitrogen oxide, especially nitrogen dioxide, is produced in industrial processes like in high temperature combustions. Then next one is carbon monoxide. So carbon monoxide is produced through the combustion of fuels like wood, coal, or natural gas, and it may be have a several severe effect on the lungs or lungs diseases. Then next one is volatile organic component. So it is basically volatile organic component. So volatile organic components are the components of petroleum fuels, then hydraulic fluids, then paint thinners and dry cleaning agents, and these are emitted as gases from certain solids or liquids. So these are responsible for the air pollution. Then toxic metals. Then toxic metals such as mercury and lead are responsible for air pollution, as it may be as it forms the very hazardous effect on the human beings. Mercury and lead. Then chlorofluorocarbons, that is CFCs, we call it as a CFCs. So as we all know that this is a gas from the which is coming from the refrigerators and air conditioner. That means this gas is used in the refrigerators and air conditioner, but this is very having very harmful effect on the ozone layer, and thus ozone layer. So ozone layer is depleted due to this gas. So and it can cause a harmful effect on the humans, having the various diseases like cancer, eye diseases. Also it can have a effect on the plants and other creatures. Then next is ammonia. So ammonia is mainly produced by the agricultural waste, as it is used in various pesticides, various fertilizers. So it is also having the reason for the air pollution. Then different odors, that is these odors can be caused by industrial processes, then various garbages. So it is also having the reason for the air pollution. And the next one is a radioactive material. So radioactive material, these materials is produced by the nuclear explosions as well as through the natural decay of radon. So this nuclear material cause severe health problems like cancer and the other diseases. So these are the main types of air pollutants which are responsible for the air pollution. Then in the next slide we'll see the causes of air pollution. So which are the causes of air pollution? How these gases are introduced in the air and then cause the air pollution. So these are the main causes for the air pollution. So first one is dust. So dust is, as we all know, it is found everywhere, dust. So it is emitted through natural processes. So dust is responsible for the air pollution. Then animals. So how animals are causing the air pollution? So animals produce the methane in their digestion process, and the emission of this methane causes the air pollution. So they are also contributing, as a methane is contributing to the global warming. So animals are responsible for the air pollution. Then wildfires. So as we all know, wildfires are occur due to dry climate. So they are often responsible for the air pollution as it generates various gases. Then volcanoes. Volcanoes are also emitting some ash particles, then chlorine, sulfur. So these are responsible for the air pollution. Then aircraft. So aircraft is a big source of air pollution as it emits the large amount of nitrogen dioxide as well as carbon dioxide, which in turn contributes to the global warming. Then next one is the vehicles. As you all know, the we know everyone use the vehicles for all their purposes for today's life. So these are the great source of air pollution, as the emission from the vehicles is CO2 and other gases which are responsible for the greenhouse effect. So these are responsible for causing of global warming. Then marine vessels. Then how marine vessels are responsible? So marine vessels burn the fossil fuels and thus it emits the several air pollution gases and responsible for the air pollution. Then waste deposition in landfills. See, this deposition of waste in landfills generates the methane, which is responsible for the air pollution, as it generates the methane. Then military sources such as a military always try to use the different nuclear weapons or rockets and toxic gases, as well as they are also planning some training purposes. So at that time they are also using these rockets and all. So these are responsible for the air pollution. Then fossil fuels. So fossil fuel, as we burn it, fossil fuel generates the various gases like carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide. So it is responsible for air pollution. Then mining. So mining, in the mining process, various techniques are used, such as different techniques used, such as to so as in mining process, there is a process like drilling or bursting. So these are the responsible for the air pollution. Then agriculture. So in agriculture, we use pesticides and fertilizers. So in that process, it will generate the ammonia as a byproduct of this activity, and this contributes to the air pollution. And this ammonia is very dangerous to the life of a human being. Then industry, different industry. So as industries and power plant produce large amount of carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide and the other chemicals, and these are responsible for the air pollution. Then the private household. So private household, like uh, many houses, so food that still be good for the consumption purpose is often disposed in the garbage, and if is often disposed in the garbage, and that's why it causes the air pollution also. Then we will discuss the effects of the air pollution, which are the effects of air pollution. So first effect of the air pollution is the mortality. That is, the rate of mortality increases due to air pollution. So, because due to air pollution, we are having trouble to breathe good air, and that is the reason for various diseases like lung cancer and various cardiovascular diseases. So, which increases the rate of mortality. So that is a big effect of the air pollution. Then cardiovascular diseases. So as we are not able to breathe the fresh air or the uh, unpolluted air, so we are having various diseases. So like strokes. So that is the effect of air pollution. Then we are having lung diseases due to air pollution. Disease like cancers, various lung cancers. Then various problems in DNA also. So these are the effects of air pollution. Then the polluted air also affects on the central nerve systems. So that also affects the central nerve system, which also causes the diseases like asthma. Then next one is the acid rain. As we have already seen it in the global warming, in acid rain, that acid rain causes due to the air polluted air. So this is the major impact of the air pollution, acid rain. Then global warming due to the polluted air, it is responsible for the global warming. Then it is also responsible for the depletion of the ozone layer, as the various gases generated in the air are responsible for the depletion of the ozone layer. Then the effects on the animals. So these effects are not only limited to the humans, but also effects on the animals also. Various air pollution also affects the animals also, since they breathe the same air. So they it is having this effect on the animals also. Then the next one, on the agriculture also, air pollution is also causing the effect on agriculture, as the plant needs some elements from the air, from the fresh air, but but due to the polluted air, they are getting the harmful chemicals through the air. So this is the effect on the agriculture also. Then next one is the economic effect. So at last, all these effects on the economy of that country or that nation, as due to all this reason, the productivity decreases, and the productivity affects on the economic condition of that country. So all these are the effects of the air pollutions. Then next we will see what is the solution to the air pollution. What are the measures that we can take to save our air, to save the or to make it unpolluted. So change in the energy consumption behavior. So change in energy consumption means we have to reduce our use of the energy. That is we have to use the that is we have to switch off the lights, fans which uses the energy. So we have to minimize their use. Whenever it is not required, we have to switch them off. Then reduce the material consumption. Reduce material consumption in sense that in our daily activities what we require different products, so use them to the fully extent. Don't waste them, so that the need for that product is reduced, and need for that product is reduced, and the sources for generation of that product is also reduced. So we can contribute to the source. So we can contribute to the saving of that source. Then avoid the use of cars, as it generates the various carbon monoxide, as it generates the carbon monoxide and other pollutant gases. So avoid the use of cars. Then reuse and recycle. So whatever products we are having, we have to use them to the fully extent, and we have to find whether we can reuse it or whether we can recycle it again, and then recycle it and then use it. So we can reduce the amount of waste. Then biodigesters. So biodigesters can also contribute to the reduction of air pollution, especially in the poor countries where slash and burn is prevalent. This way, a useless commodity can be turned into income through the production of energy out of plants. So this way, biodigesters can be used as a solution. Then use of energy efficient devices. So we can use the various energy efficient devices like CFL. So these are the examples like of energy efficient devices. So we can use the devices which use the minimum energy, and then convince others. Convince others means we can convince other people also to follow the same measures, so that the others behaviors also can make a change, and it may change the uh, or it may be contribute to the less pollution. So in this lecture we'll end with this.